Hi, I'm Jay Woodius.
And I'm DJ.
And this is
the DJ Wouldn't It Be Funny Podcast. Well, fart.
Yep. See what I did there?
Yeah.
I'm DJ Wouldn't It Be Funny Podcast.
DJ Wouldn't It Be Funny Podcast. DJ Wouldn't It Be Funny Podcast. DJ Wouldn't It Be Funny.
Back in the days, do you think that if somebody came out as gay, but like outwardly gay, not like closeted gay, like when that wasn't okay, to the other people, obviously we are okay with the gays, and we love them, actually. Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month. We're friends with a lot of gay people. Yeah. Do you think that they would be able, that gay people who are outwardly gay back in like the slave times would be able to be slave owners?
Yes.
Really? Why?
Because why not?
Because I feel like the people around, the other slave owners around them wouldn't allow them to have that type of power because they're gay. They'd still look at them as above black people because everything's above black people, obviously, at the time.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying that I'm pretty sure that in the selling of slaves,
Bitch!
I don't think people were like, I'm not selling this to you. You like men. I don't think that was like a...
You don't think so?
No. Maybe for some people... Other people were just like,
I think it's like
you're making
people's.
money.
I think it's like people's hate for black people, where people are literally like willing to like lose money, like a lot of money, because of their hate for black people. Like back in the slave times, people were literally like, "I'm not using that door. A nigger touched it. So how? What's to say they wouldn't do that for a gay person?"
Because I think that in the hatred of black people, I think that.
They come together.
Their bias against,
No matter what you are, we all
hate
together
blacks.
against blacks.
However, I do think with the fact that, with a lot of religion and stuff that was there during slavery and stuff, and with Christianity, I feel like there was probably some homophobia in that that still is somewhat there to this day for some.
Why'd you turn it to a slave?
Know.
You said it.
Some of us. But
slave Holy Ghost got you. Cat got your slave got your tongue.
Got it. But yeah, I think that because of that, there may have been some slaves like, oh no, we would be horrible slaves.
No, we would not.
You're right. You'd be a great slave. You're right. You'd be a great slave.
No, but I'm gonna tell you why I think you'd be a good slave. First thing is, I'm serious.
Okay.
You don't work hard, so that's one thing that I don't think you'd
be a horrible slave.
No, but what I will say is you know how to think outside of the box. You'd figure out how to get as much cotton in there without having to do a hell of a job, but you'd still figure out how to get the amount of sharecropping that you need for the month for massa to look good.
They weren't sharecropping back then.
What were they doing?
They were
slaving. Literally.
Slaving.
But you'd figure out a way to meet the daily minimums without moving a muscle. But you'd be like a slave master's favorite light-skinned slave. That's what you'd be.
I definitely would not be it.
I'm saying that's how you'd work.
Like the favorite light skin?
Yes. You wouldn't put in a lot of work.
I think he should be in the house. I'm not going to do it, but he should be. That's how you think the slave masters would treat me?
Yes.
No, I think you would be a better slave than me. One, obviously, physically. I think you would be like, and I think you'd be a bit competitive. You would be a competitive slave.
I also know I've had a lot of dreams of me like escaping things, and I know my first thought is, how am I getting out of this bitch? It wouldn't be like, I think you'd come to terms with it very, very soon. I'm a slave. I'm gonna be a slave, and I'm gonna die a slave. I ain't going, nigga.
I think you would break records for the amount of cotton you pick as a slave. They would have you like, you see, John?
2 days.
This is our best slave.
For 2 days.
For like 10 years.
For 2 days.
Ever since he was 14
They're
years old.
They're going to have to kill me after them 2 days. But them 2 days, they're going to talk about me like I'm fucking Wilt Chamberlain. But after them 2 days, I'm gone. I'm either dead or I'm never getting caught. Like, I'm not staying in the slave plantation.
Who do you think would have a better chance with Harriet? You or me?
Like dating her?
No.
You?
Running away. You're so stupid. So ignorant. I'm talking.
What you're saying is ignorant. I'm talking about running away for the free world. Yours is ignorant.
Why would we be dating Harriet Tubman?
Why would you be?
Why are we running away? Because we're slaves.
I got it.
Goodness gracious.
But still ignorant.
Okay.
You're not gonna gaslight me into saying this whole conversation is ignorant as fuck. But I think and the reason why is because I'm a very good conversation person.
That's not what you need to run away with Harriet Tubman. You need to shut up and stay quiet. You need to be like this.
I know, but I would have her laugh. I would have her geeking.
That's what. This is exactly why I think you would be.
No. You might. All right,
there they are. Kill them.
You might be right in regards to who would have us get caught. Yes, me. I think.
Okay.
But
who would get along?
But who would Harriet take? Because she turned a lot down. I don't know if you heard about that. Mm-hmm. She turned niggas down. It wasn't just if you a nigga, you get there, you good. She turned niggas down. There was a process. It wasn't just like, all right, you a nigga? All right, come through. It was a process. If you weren't a nigga of a caliber, your ass turned around. I think I would make it before you as a nigga of caliber. I would make her laugh. I would do a lot of shit.
So those are her tenets to make it. The only way you can run away with me is if you make me laugh.
Why'd you put a British accent in it?
That wasn't British.
But I think the reason I say that is because I've been in a lot of places I shouldn't have been in my life, only because I'm funny. I know how to
house.
I know how to make people. I know how to make people think differently than the description. They like, we need you to be fast, strong, smart. Can read. I might not know how to do none of them things, but I'ma laugh your jaws off.
I don't think that's what Harriet Tubman wants.
Yeah, I don't want to laugh her jaws off.
I don't think she wants you to. She wants to run away.
Okay. What's that supposed to mean?
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, yes, I don't want to laugh Harriet Tubman's jaws off, but if I wanted to, you don't think I could?
No. Don't clutch your pearls. My jaws are all.
But no, I think she had other things in mind. Who do you think could pick up Harriet Tubman out of us two? If we had to like shoot our shot at Harriet Tubman,
you, because I think she would value athleticism overall.
No, but the smartness and the quirkiness of you might.
I don't think that. And I don't think that would make me a good.
I'm not talking about runner. We're talking about dating her now. We're talking about dating.
Think about
who would be a better. All right, real shit. Who would be better? Who would be a better candidate to date Harriet Tubman?
I think you.
Because a better candidate I'm not talking about slavery.
What else do we know about Harriet Tubman?
I'm saying
literally, what do we know about Harriet Tubman other than that she ran away 50,000 times?
We know you stole her hairdo with that thing on your head.
Wow.
So say thanks to her because she made the style.
She made it the way I was wearing it last week. She didn't wear it like this. She wore it like all the way over.
And hers looked better.
I bet it did.
And guess what? She didn't need shea butter. She didn't need moisturizer. And that thing was still laid.
You're right. And this is why you would be a better boyfriend to Harriet Tubman because you know how to hype her up in all the perfect ways.
I mean, why am I? Yes, okay. I want to be a better boyfriend.
Great.
Wait, this
was
a time where they jumped the broom, right? I don't know history.
Maybe. People still do that.
So what I wanted to talk about with this fart thing, a pet peeve of mine that was a pet peeve of yours, of yourself, but it's now something I really can't stand, is your shitting. It never bothered me until like last week.
This is what you wanted to talk about.
You started shitting. Like you
are so rude.
You already shat a lot, but this time it's really...
Time out. Time out. Before we started talking, before we started recording, you were like, I have something I want to talk about. It actually makes me mad. And then you made it seem like it was going to be something about yourself.
Oh, no.
But it's about me.
But it's not, because it's not so serious.
That's so gross.
No, but seriously, it makes me mad because I've realized it does not take that long to shit. I've shat so many. I shit long. I'm not like a 1 minute shitter. I shit long. Dog, your shits, you gotta literally make an appointment for this nigga's shits. It's like an hour, bro.
All right. We're gonna put it out on blast?
No.
Talk about my poops? Fine, before we get into your stuff, but fine. Yes, I take a long time to go number 2, if y'all must know. It's always taken me a long time. Since a baby, you can ask my parents. I used to do a thing where when I first learned how to walk, my parents would be like, oh, where's DJ? And then they would like go to a corner and see me like beside a couch, ducked off, just pooping.
Ew.
Just taking in my diaper, obviously. I just learned how to walk.
Oh.
Sorry you were potty trained at one, sorry. But that's just a thing. I don't know what it is.
But yeah, when
I
you
bet it's
but
partially psychological.
were you long as a child?
Yes. You can ask anybody in my childhood.
I don't need to ask. I trust you. I trust you to talk about how long you shit.
But I feel like part of the reason, and this is, I have no proof for this, but I feel like I'm able to keep myself together in public because I have my private time to be gross and go number 2. You are just Mr. Gassy McGass Pants, farting every single second you have a chance. So fine. You're just a farter. You're just a farter, and all you do is to fart. Half our conversation is spent you being, hold up.
But this is the thing. The difference between farting and shitting is like farting is just like it's like a tell of like I'm a human. Long shits, that is abnormal. It's abnormal. And when I say long, I'm not talking 20 minutes. 20 minutes is long. That's how long my long shits are 20 minutes. I'm like, damn, I gotta watch something or something, a TV show or something. Maybe Modern Family. That's about 20 minutes. He has to watch a whole episode of maybe Power, and he'll still be shitting.
Not true.
Yes,
except sometimes.
Your shit's be like hour long, bro. I literally have to when you say you're shitting, I have to find something to get my attention for a long time so that I don't be like, damn.
I've always been insecure about the fact that I poop.
And I haven't been insecure about farting.
It doesn't feel like
it. Do you know how much I have to hold in the airplane around everybody because I fucking ate pizza before the flight?
No, I don't.
Yes. Well, you don't know everything, Dex.
I didn't say I knew everything.
All you know is your shit. You don't know my fart. I was around two people each time. I ate pizza and I was very gassy and I wasn't allowed to release it. I had to go to the bathroom. If you know me, I don't like going on airplane bathrooms. And I'm not even talking about how nasty they are. Already they're nasty. I am 6'2". I have to fucking my hair has to touch the top of that shit every time. It's disgusting. Half the time I'm in there, I have to fart. And you don't think I worry about if the fucking flight attendants can hear that shit? It's right next to them. So I have to think about that the whole time.
Okay.
The difference between my situation and your situation is I'm going to go get that checked out. I don't think it's right that I should feel this way. Mm-hmm. You think it's perfectly normal. I just think we, as a farter and as a shitter, should get our situations checked out.
Look, we all have our poop demons, all right? No one likes to talk about it. We all love doing it secretly. Everyone loves a good poop. Everyone feels good after a poop, and I don't know why we act
after
like we don't.
After a 20-minute poop, yeah.
Everyone feels good.
After a 20-minute poop.
You feel good after a 20-minute poop. One time I ran late to work because you had to take a 20-minute poop. We both ended up being late to work because your car was parked in front of mine and you were in the bathroom and you had to take a 20-minute poop. Did I go, John, why you poop so long? No. I said, John, why'd you make me late for work? But I understand needing to use the bathroom for that long because we like using it feels good to use the bathroom. It feels good to let loose, let it go. Does it take me a minute sometimes? Maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe a little longer. Sure. But I don't think there's much of an issue in that. And at the end of the day, you're cleaning and you're clearing out your bowels.
And you're willing to die on that horse.
I'm willing to die on that toilet. Elvis style.
Oh.
Is that insensitive?
I think he liked little girls and he hated black people, right? Are we allowed to?
He didn't hate black people. I didn't watch Elvis movies.
He stole music from black people.
But he did like.
So this is just our get back.
Yeah.
So now we're even. Now we can listen to his music. He's a good guy now, right?
Yeah. Now we just got to figure that out with Michael Jackson. Or you got to figure it out with R. Kelly.
I have to figure it out.
Diddy. No.
You have to figure it out with the Diddy parties, the freak offs.
You got to figure it out with Cosby and his.
So let's end this.
Albums.
What do you think is worse, shitting or farting, and why?
In public farting.
I hope so. What do you think overall is worse?
I guess you
is worse
if you pooped in public. That's
what I'm saying. I hope everybody chooses that. Would you rather have like a 30-second fart in front of people, or would you rather have a shit, but everybody at the party knows you've been there for 2 hours shitting? Like they all know you're in that bathroom shitting, and they all know, and they're all like,
you know what? I would rather have the poop.
Okay.
Would you rather have the fart?
Easily.
So maybe that's just a
Conflict of interest.
yes. Like we'll never agree on this. Is completely different philosophies, man.
I'm gonna down
For
mine.
30 seconds, and
Yeah.
everyone's around you, and everyone's listening.
Because
to you
after
do it.
I know how to make fart jokes. After that's done, whoo, what was in me?
But
you
can do that as coming out the bathroom.
You
Like, I
can.
don't know what I ate.
But that sounds more like
there's always a
ugh,
bathroom.
yuck.
There's always a bathroom.
Mine already let out the yuck. Like the yuck is in front of your face.
There's always a bathroom being held up at a party all the time.
Yeah.
It's so normal. Where someone's still in the bathroom?
No,
Dang.
but in the bathroom, if it's a shit like that and everybody knows that you are in there doing that, all they can do is think of how nasty it is. Versus I let out the fart. They see how nasty it is. So it can make them think, okay, it wasn't that bad. It was a 30-second fart. Yours, they can overthink.
But when you're farting, all they can think about is you farting right now. That is the moment.
For 30 seconds.
There is no, okay, well, he's farting. I guess I'm going to do something
for
on my
30
phone.
seconds versus 2 hours. Did he die in there? Have you ever heard, did he die in there? I've heard that a lot of times.
I've heard it a lot about
Never heard that from
plenty.
farting.
However.
Death is never related
I'm
to
just
farting.
saying.
I've heard people die on the toilet. Never heard somebody die while farting.
Hey, never say never.
Whoa,
That's
you want me
actually
to
horrible.
die?
No, not you. I'm saying it could happen to someone. I'm not saying that about you at all. I'm just saying that at a certain point, people aren't going to be thinking about the person on the toilet at the party. They're going to be thinking about the drinks they're going to have, the song. Like, there's going to be so many other things for people to think about. Versus the fart, all we can think about is the fart.
Okay, well, I think farting isn't that bad. And you obviously think shitting isn't that bad.
It's just natural.
Not the worst thing in the world. It's not all, there's multiple natural disasters. It's not just shitting. With that being said, though, there's a time and place for everything.
Yeah.
So like when I fart, I try to fart alone, and you try to shit alone.
Definitely.
We try not to do that in public, right?
We try.
This next tape will see if we can try. Yeah?
We'll see.
With you. All right, roll the tape.
I'm hungry.
Damn, that hits the spot. You want to be James?
No, man. And put on a real shirt. We about to witness the greatest moment in history. Wow, this is the greatest moment in history. Such quiet dignity, you know?
I have to tell you something. You promise not to judge?
It depends on what you gotta say.
My tummy not feeling so bright right now.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I'ma G it out though. For our brother Martin.
Yeah, you better. Dr. King is speaking right now. Don't ruin this for us.
Hey.
I have a dream that one day little black boys and little black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and little
You had yogurt, didn't you?
sisters and brothers.
Nigga, you are lactose intolerant.
Dream
Oh no.
that one day
Stop it.
I'm so sorry, I can't control it.
You're ruining everything for us.
No, I'm sorry.
that one day little black boys. Oh, would you niggas please shut the fuck up?
Sorry, Martin.
We on the same team. Oh, please. Ah, no to Jim Crow. No to Jim.
I can't believe how easy it was to ruin his speech.
I told you it would work. one yogurt, one black man down.
Hey, I wonder what's more intolerant, us or those niggers lactose?
Kendrick Lamar is the GOAT of rap. Changed my mind.
YoungBoy is a spectacular artist. He saved a life. That song was gonna be like, it was good already. The beat wise, but YoungBoy just made it amazing.
I'm not the biggest fan of NBA.
Can you tell me? Because you said it the other day, but I want you to tell them why.
And I think NBA YoungBoy just has a very particular niche of the way he likes to rap. I don't want.
Can you
NBA,
do it? Do it
this,
for us, just so we know what you mean by that.
NBA, if you're watching this, I don't want you to send your shooters at me. I know you just got pardoned. But he's like, that's how he's always rapping all the time, every time with like these weird beats, with these weird synths.
But this is the thing I realized.
Strange.
But I realized this: he only likes YoungBoy typically on features when it's a different beat. So what he just did, YoungBoy does it on everything. It's just a different beat. And it pisses me off because YoungBoy, first of all, isn't a producer. So it's not him that you don't like.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is a little bit.
It's not.
It's sort of a broken clock strikes twice a day.
Let's say it the right way. Because obviously you don't know wrong from right if you think YoungBoy is a bad artist.
A broken clock strikes right twice a day.
And YoungBoy strikes right every single.
Maybe
I'm lying.
once a day.
One thing I will say about YoungBoy, he releases so much music that he does have ass songs. But the difference is 60% of those songs are amazing. And it's not like he has ass songs and then he has mid songs and he has amazing songs. He has only pure ass or pure fire. And those pure fire, I'd rather like an artist as ass and pure fire than pure ass. That's why I like Drake. That's why I like Drake.
Do you think Drake's the GOAT?
Yes. Of everything.
You know what? I think Drake is the GOAT actor who can rap.
No, he's the GOAT.
I think he overtook Will Smith.
Again, I completely, he lost that rap battle.
Easily.
It's not easily.
Very easily.
I will say Family Matters was the best song out of the...
Second best.
The first best song out of the whole entire debate.
Second best.
Battle. But this is
tripping on your words.
I'm tripping on my words because y'all make me have to fucking backstep of whatever I say. Because this is the first time I've ever heard a rap battle get to the point where I can't even mention Drake's name in public without being afraid a shooter's gonna get me or something.
You know why? Because this is the first time we had a rap battle where the rapper lost so bad they gotta sue. You know, if a rapper loses a rap battle that bad that they have to take legal action, it's not a question of who's the GOAT anymore. Kendrick he's the GOAT. He's literally the GOAT. Euphoria was the best out the beat.
This is what kills me. I loved Kendrick.
And I love Drake with the melodies.
No, but this is the thing. I like Kendrick a lot more than you've ever liked Drake. At one point, he was my favorite rapper of all time. When I met you, he was my favorite rapper of all time. I couldn't shut up about Kendrick. But what pisses me off is we just all forgot about how good Drake is. We all forgot because he's a melody guy. Now y'all are using that as a thing to say he's not good because he makes amazing melodies. All I've said is that he's the one of the GOAT artists to me.
Oh, I'm glad he's not the GOAT anymore. So he's not the GOAT.
Because Michael Jackson.
But he's not the GOAT of rap. You agree with that though, right?
He's up there.
But he's not the GOAT.
No, but what pisses me off is for y'all to say he's not even top 10 is ridiculous. He's definitely top 10. If you genuinely think Kendrick Lamar is better than him as a rapper, cool. I don't have no problem with nobody debating that. It's when y'all start downing Drake to up Kendrick.
Look,
just keep Kendrick up here and keep Drake here if that's what you believe.
Okay.
I believe Drake's better. But
look, if we're talking about his rap and his artistry in rap and albums and everything, I don't have too much of a problem him being a debatable number 10. He can be a number 10. He can top 10. He could be 10. Yeah. Yeah. So it's like he could be maybe 15, but if you say he's 10, I'm not going to be like 10.
You said if he's a debatable number 10.
Yeah, he can be a debatable number 10. We can agree. We can agree on that. Top 10,
It's not
10,
debatable.
sorta, kinda.
But that's the thing is, before this beef, I never heard a soul say Drake wasn't the top. Like if I said he was a top 10 rapper, I've never heard somebody argue that and say, nah, not at all.
Really?
If they do, it's like a maybe. It's never been a hell no. What the fuck? That's only happened after this battle, and that's what's pissing me off. Because again, Jay-Z lost the Nas battle.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever gonna be like, hell no, if you talk about Jay-Z being a top 10 rapper of all time. Nobody will say that. Even if you say top 5, nobody's gonna say hell no.
Hey, didn't you say Lil Baby was this generation's Lil Wayne? And do you stand by that?
Yeah,
still?
I still stand by that. Because the reason I say that though is because y'all don't give this generation a chance. Who is Lil Baby? Who's the new Lil? I mean, who is Lil Wayne then?
I don't think there is a new Lil Wayne.
But if you had to choose, mine is. But the reason I said that is because I think if we had to choose, I'm not just gonna randomly be like, hey, Lil Baby. But I am gonna say, one second, I am gonna say, our generation, just like the last generation had to be who's the new Jay-Z, and niggas would say, I don't know, Lil Wayne or whatever. I'm just throwing a name out there.
Yeah.
But people would have to say a name. Eminem, they'd have to say somebody's name.
Yeah.
I'm saying if we have to say a name, who would you say?
I'm gonna say J. Cole.
J. Cole is this
Because of his feature run.
Is this generation's what?
Lil Wayne, because of his feature run.
What?
And because he's just lyrically better.
Yeah, but that's not. No,
yeah, it's not an apt comparison. But compared to Lil Baby,
the comparison
so.
is the comparison to Lil Wayne is not about any of that. It is strictly about the inspiration of what the sound is now. Everybody tries to sound like Lil Baby now. I don't see everybody trying to sound like J. Cole. Like Lil Wayne, he made people of our generation or generation before us, because I think Lil Wayne was a little before us. He made them want to start rapping again. He made them want to start spitting bars again. Lil Baby is making people want to go back to sing rap, to that whole thing. That's what I'm saying.
But do you
when I say that, you make it sound like I'm saying, like I'm talking about before. You made it sound like I'm saying Lil Baby is as good as Lil Wayne. Lil Baby has as many bars as Lil Wayne. Lil Baby has bars like Lil Wayne. No, that's not what I'm saying.
That only.
Yeah,
have that as a thing.
All I'm saying is Lil Baby is as inspirational to this new generation musically as Lil Wayne was lyrically to them. I'm not saying they're the same lyrically. I'm just saying that.
But do you attribute that to Lil Baby? You wouldn't attribute something like that to like Thug? For like,
because
or Future
because
even?
Lil Baby they're not of our generation. Lil Baby's the new guy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. If we did Thug, you could say Thug is the whatever of that. But we're not talking about. That's a whole different. Like again, Baby and Gunna are their babies. Baby and Gunna are Young Thug and Future's babies.
Baby and Gunna are their babies, and
They're
their babies and they're Gunna, and they're
real
Lil.
shit. It's two different things. So that's why you can't bring them into this whole thing. And music is always going to change and always going to change. And the further we get down in music, the more y'all are going to be like, "Oh, you Lil Wayne is da-da-da." It's always going to be a never-ending loop, because lyrics, the art of rapping now has kind of gone away. And a lot of people don't want to admit it, but it has.
I'm not going to let it die.
No, that's great. I don't think it should die. But in regards to it being mainstream, it has died. Because if you notice, Kendrick Lamar, he's a great rapper, but in his more bigger songs now, they aren't the bars we're used to Kendrick. The bars that we're used to Kendrick aren't his number one most listened to songs. And that's with most rappers, rappers. The art of music is changing. A lot of people are saying it's dying. It's not dying. It's just changing. And that's why Lil Baby is this generation's Lil Wayne.
That's so sad.
Lil Wayne. But yeah, that's just how it is. And I think for you to say I'm crazy for that statement, you're not literally hearing me. You don't really hear me though.
I just think if that is the case, if I give you that Lil Baby is this generation's Lil Wayne, then that is just, it's a sad, I'm not saying the art is dying, but that's a sad state of things.
It is to you if you're not opening up to new things. Because again, at one point, gay marriage wasn't viewed as amazing. Luckily, I lived in a world where it was always typically, for when I started paying attention to politics, viewed good in the media. But things change, and you have to be open to change. If you weren't open, are you saying?
So you're saying Lil Baby is like gay marriage, but for rap,
which is great. But you are saying that you don't
no,
want
no,
change.
No.
You're saying I don't want change.
No,
that's what you're saying.
No.
So toxic.
I think
homophobic on Pride Month is crazy.
No, that's not what that is. Instead of Lil Baby being the Lil Wayne of this generation, you think Lil Baby is the gay marriage of this generation.
Same thing.
Got it. Does that mean
apples to oranges?
Does that mean that Lil Wayne is the gay marriage of the last generation?
Does apples to oranges mean the same thing? That's normally what
apples
it is,
to oranges means you can't compare.
Yeah, can't compare.
But you are comparing.
Because I can.
So that's apples to apples.
That's what I said.
Who's
the biggie though? Of our generation, so it can't be Kendrick.
The biggie.
Although Kendrick would be mad if I said biggie.
Easy. Cardi.
Wait, Cardi. Yeah, Playboy Cardi.
Yeah, Playboy Cardi.
I thought you were talking about Cardi B.
No, Playboy Cardi.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm joking.
I don't know what we were joking about.
Got it.
The way he changed the music right now. I've never heard somebody do a baby voice before Cardi. So yeah, I think you're onto something.
Maybe.
I just think that music is subjective, and we like what we like.
And I think that this next clip will show you just that.
Let's roll it.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Boy, would you quiet down? I'm trying to work on my dietary restriction list.
Dad, the new Young Dingle just dropped.
Hey, Young what?
Young Dingle. When he was younger, he went by Lil Dingle.
What you know about Lil C's?
No, Lil Dingle. He has a label called the Dingleberries.
Dingle? But what? Dingle who? Horton here's a who? Dingle who? Who is who?
Dad, I'm about to take your dingle virginity.
Hey, listen, boy. Whatever your mother said I'm into, I promise is a lie. What is this mumbo jumbo? Listen to it. I gotta run that back. This is the problem with you youngsters. Y'all don't
gotta train your ears, Dad. See, my ears are already trained. I've been trained my ears.
And that's the end of that. Goodbye.
Is he done already? What happened to the beat?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I tricked y'all.
What the hell? That shit, boy. This shit is ass.
Dad, it's a metaphor because people are hearing him, but they ain't listening.
I'm tired.
Is this nigga sleeping on the track? What does he mean? What is this?
Do I need to explain everything? He's saying that his haters sleep on him, but sleep is the cousin of death. However, a man doesn't truly die until he's forgotten. Old man.
That is not what that nigga meant.
That is what he meant, Dad. Oh shoot! It's the chorus. You gotta do the dingle. Come on, Dad. Let's do the dingle. Come on. Do the dingle with me. Let's do the dingle.
Where I get the fuck? Ah! I can't get down with this dingle shit. This is exactly why you young cats need to listen to the music from my era, my generation, real hip hop. Who's a dingle nigga? Fuck!
Look, I understand this might not be your thing, but sometimes I just feel like you never understand me. I'm trying to bond with you with something that I would think we both love, music. But you just look down on everything that I'm interested in. It hurts my feelings.
You know what? Not under my watch. Crank that dingle shit.
Really?
Crank it.
Oh man, Dad, I knew you'd come around.
Okay. It's catchy, you know? Woo! You laid awake in your bed.
Yeah. She want my penis piece in her Middle East.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't.
Dad, it's about the Israel-Palestine conflict. Peace in the Middle East. He's a staunch supporter of the PLO.
What?
No vision.
Them youngins, man, I swear they gonna give me high blood pressure. I need some real hip-hop.
My name's Old School, and I'm here to say, in the major way, the hip-hippity, and the frog goes rib-ribbity, and I went down the street, get something, and I had my beat, and I had my steak, and I had my piece, and those are the breaks, and then I went, and then I had
the shizzle, my nizzle.
All right, thank you guys for coming. It's been a pleasure, per usual. Like and subscribe, comment, and
repost. And text us your favorite part and share.
Because you all obviously have our number, right?
Yeah, of course.
But we appreciate all y'all. See you.
Happy Pride Month. Happy Men's Health Awareness.
Yeah.
I'm DJ WoodntItBeFunny Podcast.
DJ WoodntItBeFunny Podcast. DJ WoodntItBeFunny Podcast. DJ WoodntItBeFunny Podcast. DJ WoodntItBeFunny Podcast. DJ WoodntItBeFunny Podcast. I said what I said. DJ WoodntItBeFunny Podcast. What I say? Yeah.